My journey with music was very early. I remember that my dad, he plays the tabla percussion, and it kind of resonated with me. And I was very interested in learning it and playing it. And he used to listen to a lot of classical Arabic music. So I got into listening to this Abdul Halim and so on. And then after percussions, I wanted to kind of understand how melodies work, because percussions were limited to the sounds. So I tried to learn the guitar, but I wasn't very successful. And somehow I managed to start learning the piano in a very interesting coincidence, let's say. And here I am composing music. Started with the piano and then slowly added instruments, and I got into this whole thing. I'm very interested in interactivity and interaction, and I love interactive music. And I think the reason why I love it is through video games, because I used to play a lot of video games, and as video games evolved, I noticed that music is being responsive to the things I'm doing while I'm playing in the video games. And that was very interesting for me, how a piece of music that's usually, we know, it's pre-written and static, that suddenly I did something and it changed completely seamlessly. And that was mind-boggling, and I was very interested in how that can evolve and how that kind of music can happen. So that's the type of music I enjoy working with. There were a lot of inspirations around me, but I think that my pivotal moment in music was when I first really listened to Beethoven's music. It was very transformative for me. I've listened to a lot of different kinds of music then, but specifically with Beethoven, in the way he really projects his personality and his ideas in his music was very appealing to me, and I think that translates in the music I create. Well, it's a matter of expression. I've always been drawn to arts. I used to draw and paint when I was young, and I was still doing it recently. And I was playing music, I studied architecture, so I've always been drawn to creative fields. And I think what is important for me is the thing that I'm trying to say through that art. Usually there is art for art's sake, and there is art that is trying to say something. And I believe that the art that I create is trying to say something. It's very interesting actually, because I think my art or my music is alien in both places. So it's very similar because my music is not of a traditional aspect. So the reaction I might be getting there and here are very actually similar because it's experimental, it's different, it has a different flavor and taste to the cultures that are viewing my music. So it's very nice to see that common ground between the relationship between my audience and my music in these two different worlds. It's been amazing. It's been very nice. Sparked a lot of conversations seeing these different pavilions around and how they're treated and how they present themselves. And since I studied architecture, I look at the way this building was designed, and it really speaks a lot about our culture, our tradition, and how we create a relationship between ourselves and the world around us. And I think this pavilion really speaks so in many different ways that are very subtle, and I'm really happy to experience it live being here. It's very different when you see it in a photo or you actually walk through the pavilion and really seeing a part of home in this foreign land, but at the same time it just makes it also another home.